And we are back with a part 2. And let's go ahead and continue our discussion. So we just got done speaking on sexual energy, living off your breath. Let's go further down the line because I'm quite sure that our brother here has very, 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 very potent information. And he just really just scratching the surface. So what more do you have on your mind, my brother? I kind of
talking for a minute.
I kind of want to speak on the path of yoga.
I mean, I'll speak on some more, or I'll speak on it in a form. So you have yoga, you have union, you have peace, you have harmony with yourself and your body. And in this, you try to be in tune with your body and how it moves. Yoga, union with oneself. In that union with oneself, you are trying to align yourself in this sense of who am I? Like I have this cultivation with my yin and my yang, my sexual energy, because we did talk about immortality. And I had this up and this down, the twist that goes around it. You had this number 33 that spins in your back.
Right, you got 33 vertebrae up the spine to where Christ consciousness dwells.
Then you say like, what do people believe in? Then you have a form of like, what are you doing in your body? Who are you inside? Like, are you breathing? Are you like just tuning in? You have a lot of people that can instruct you how to tune in, and a lot of people are attempting to tune in themselves. You know what I'm saying? You can teach yourself how to tune in. Find a way to breathe, read some good books, read a few more books, like do a better positive way, interact with people that have perspective on life that is good. Say great, say positive, say negative, say they've been locked up for their whole life, but they have created a system of financial literacy. They teach you what the world is, what is capitalism. So in this, you had this sense of like anybody in the world can be anything. And what are they? What are they actually speaking to this world? As soon as you say, like I had said, like read a book, tune in to a better way. What if we have a book that says The Path to Yoga? We have a book that has in it, it says the deer, the crane, and the turtle, and it's going to speak to you. And in this you have master your money. Master your money. You live in a society that has this wheel that is constantly spinning. Like I said, this value system. They have a structure. They have a system. You can say it's Masonic. You can say it's negative. You can say it's elusive and constructive on a negative path. You can say it's taken from the world in so many ways because you have capitalism, you have evolution of the money and how it has failed already, and then you have illusion ways that you need to take because you're not truly moving forward in a positive way. You say they having credit, ability to trade and give people wealth. Like imagine a system, like we said, there should be no poverty. So in that, you have to give to the system. You have to give to other people. Imagine billionaires on billionaires that you just give and create the world. How much it'd be. You don't need fuels. You don't need sources. Your fuel is self-perpetual. It is electricity. It is tuning in with the world. What was Tesla trying to do? Like in this, what is trying to truly be and become this world?
Most definitely.
So we say yoga. You said speak about your yoga. I read some of that in the last video. That was nice. And in that, I think I read this. And you have the 4-hour body, right? You have this way. You have forms of getting your thoughts out in any form. Like you do something. Then it became a bookmark. Talking about sugar, glucose.
Oh yeah, anything that's white sugar is not good for you. Anything that's white flour is not good for you. Once again, I spoke on breads. Breads have yeast in it, and yeast is a form of mold, so breads are really not good for you. Cheese or any other milk products are definitely not good for you because milk does not make the body strong. Water makes the body strong. Milk has a lot of different type of toxins and acids in it, and it's not very healthy for you. I don't even care if you try to drink from a more natural source, a coconut milk, and almond milk. Even Dr. Sebi said, no, none of that's good for you. You shouldn't drink milk, period. Water
Very
makes
true.
your body strong. Water makes your body strong. So you want to be getting plenty of your fruits. You want to be getting your water fruits. You definitely want to have a very good balance of your fruits and your vegetables. Because like you said, my brother, that's life. That gives you rhythm. It gives you flow.
So give me a topic. Say getting stronger. It says getting stronger on this page, right? So you have this system of getting stronger. You have this creation of life that you're trying to create with Levi. You have this.
And that's a shame that some people couldn't drink that amount of water in the whole day. That's sad.
It's crazy, bro.
Water is oxygen to the brain.
It's crazy, bro. Water is a beautiful thing, bro, when you consume it. When you consume it with what's around you, because you said immortality, what's immortality. And like, it's really, really cool because water is really, really dope. It gives you. So when you put smoke into your body, the body essentially try to process that smoke and put it through your liver, right?
Right.
So in that, you have this form of like, what is smoke?
Well,
trees,
branches, Dr. Africa spoke on that as well.
Bro. That's really fire.
Dr. Africa has spoke. Dr. Africa has. Dr. Africa and Dr. Sebi has spoke on marijuana and their thoughts on marijuana. But Dr. Africa, more than anything, spoke on his thoughts about marijuana, and basically he said that if it's in the form of CBD oil or like an edible, it's not as bad for you, but in the event that you light it up, it therefore becomes a chemical. So with that being said, you want to be careful on your intake of marijuana, because these days, if the government is getting their hands on it, they're definitely spraying it with something. But back to the element of fire. You were speaking on fire, so let's definitely speak on fire. I love this theme of, of sticking with the elements and speaking on the elements and how everything corresponds.
Right. Speak this though, right? My dog, right? He's a Siberian Husky.
Whoa.
He's an Aries, right? He's a puppy too. He's like a year, and now some change because he's an Aries. So what's Aries season, right? So
fire. That's right.
So in that, just I don't know. And then you meet Aries that's around you.
Right.
You read dogs. You meet dogs. You read rats. You meet all these forms of beings that are around you.
That's that realm.
You have this energy that is what? How much melanation you have in your pineal? How much are you breathing through your core way of being, like your DNA, your core being? Like, what is a body? What is your body? Breathing in what your body is, like increasing it, cultivating it, making it better. So in that, you are constantly trying to be like this realm of like king and queen of what you are. You try to be to your highest self. You have to try to teach your lower self. Your lower self teach people that are on that frequency. We all have the same frequency in a way. So we can all correlate and tune into someone's frequency. You have this partner that you're around, like say how long it comes that you have this microbiome of infusion of oneself, of two people, right? You have these people trying to create the world so you can combine frequencies. It's called a union. And that comes in any form of platonic, monogamous, marital, relational, like friends, any relationship you have this form of I'm trying to create this person. How are you gonna make me better? How are we gonna interact? Water, how are you gonna make me better? How are we gonna interact? Fire, like you're gonna keep me warm, you know what I'm saying? Like earth, you're gonna be surrounding me. You know what I'm saying? Like trees and earth, like you're gonna be feeding me oxygen and life. You know what I'm saying? Like a paper, you're gonna allow me to reveal my thoughts. You're gonna allow me to consume thoughts. Look at all the books in the world, everyone's dropping the perspective. Everyone's trying to teach because they're learning life. So in that, you have libraries that are fucking no one has ever found. You have libraries on walls. You have pyramids that are telling these stories.
Exactly.
So in that, you have all these ways that are being allowed to be and create. And like, so he said, there's crystals in front of me, there are crystals around me. How am I interacting with those beings? What are those beings, those minerals that form an energy that has comprised into something?
Exactly.
You can be in a cave of crystals. They've taken them from somewhere. Where is this stone? Like, we're seeing glimpses of it because it's around us. But in that, where is the mass of that?
Right.
If you ever seen, like, what was that movie called? It was a dope movie. It was called, regardless what the movie was called, I will probably get it. And I probably will say it in a form of, we'll get it. But anyways, you had this form of, like minerals that is high in value. You have people robbing gold. There's so much gold.
Right, because gold, palladium, silver, copper, all those have electromagnetic properties.
Silver.
All of them do.
All these metals, all these crystals that comes in volumes as well.
Exactly.
Like, the movie I was talking about was Point Break. That was a solid movie. If you haven't seen it, it talks about just your path, what path you're on, and people following your path, being with your path. What is your path essentially saying? And in that, you can be surfing and your path can swirl off, and I can go in a totally different life that you have ever thought about creating. Like, that Veer was like, dang, like, I lost you forever, now we can never meet. Like, this tall ass mountain in this world we try to create. But there's always potentiality if you are alive, that you can be interactive with another being. Like, show a picture of this right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then go to old school in the middle, right? So in that, go to the if you haven't went. Visualization, just speaking of it, like in this, you have this world that is so expansive. What level were you on? When were you? Like, if you travel to someone's wedding in Europe, what are you seeing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're traveling to go see your daughter in fucking Ireland, what are you seeing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are they seeing? If you're traveling to be you and like hop on this form of what life is, what is being created? Who are you to create? What core values of knowledge do you have to create? You know what I'm saying? Like, you speak knowledge, but are you doing it? Are you getting stronger? Are you increasing these muscles and neurons in your being? Are you increasing your spiritual value? Are you creating your knowledge?
Right.
And not just being about the knowledge.
You must apply it.
Are you being actually full of love and peace and creating? So like you say I'm tuned in. I'm saying I'm giving a form of knowledge to you on this phone, on this camera, on this form of who is this dude? Not even who this dude, because there should be peace, there shouldn't be that creative thought. But who is this thought giver? Who is this? What is this thought? And you say never seen, but then you say anything that is related. So you say, what is ways? What is our way? Am I getting stronger? Am I using my mind? Are you actually doing it? How do I actually do it? Am I being taught how to do it? Am I putting myself in a position to be taught how to do it? Am I saying, like, I'm reading all this shit, writing this shit down, pass it to you. Can you pass something back to me?
Right.
Can you excel in advance? You know what I'm saying? If I shook your hand, would you be speaking the truth? You know what I'm saying? If I shook your hand, are you down to create? You know what I'm saying? And we are can your mind teach my mind something? Can our minds coexist and correlate and create something in a direction, or just go by peacefully? You have peace in the world. Why is there war? Is there a need for war? Is there a need for chaos? Is there a need for someone to speak their ego so strong and say, this is my way, your way is not my way? Can I speak so yang? Where was the past where in history were the people that were largely yang? Where was the Chinese dynasty at some point? Where were these great leader and fucking whatever hierarchy it is in war, this lieutenant something small, but how interscoped are they? How much can they create? Like all these forms of eras and periods of time. You When was this book created? When was this book created? Where was he? What knowledge does he have that is actually I can take from him and say that's true?
Right.
So we follow something because like we're constantly following the rhythm. We're constantly listening to music. So in that, we listen to music that have and touch our soul.